Welcome back to my channel. So if you are new here, please click the subscribe button. So guys, I have been away for a while because I actually have some personal projects that I'm working on. So I'm back now. Okay, so guys, we have been learning how to make this sleeve. So a lot of you requested that I actually make a tutorial on this sleeve because I actually lost some vital part of the video before, so I have to make up for it. So if this is what you like to learn, please continue watching. Let's get into it. So we are going to cut out our sleeve. So I already have my basic sleeve here. So guys, this is my basic sleeve. Okay, so it's just my normal basic sleeve pattern. So get your normal basic sleeve pattern. Then we are also going to get another plain pattern paper, and then you are going to place your basic sleeve on it, just as you can see me doing. Okay, so guys, I want to actually use my gum to hold it together because I don't have any paper, I don't have any tape now, so I'm just going to use gum. This is it. So after holding it together, what I'm going to do, okay, so this is the center of my pattern paper. So find the midpoint of your pattern paper. You can actually fold before gumming. So when you are done, note your midpoint. So after noting your midpoint, what you are going to do, from that midpoint, you either go up by 4 inch or you use 5 inch. So what you are going to do, just go ahead from that point, try as much as possible to just connect it like so. Okay, so this is it for the top, and then you are going to come over to the down, and then we are going to add at least 3 to 4 inches. Let me leave it at 4 inches. So add 4 inches at the down. After doing that, all you need to do is to take your paper scissors and then cut out. Okay guys, so this is it after cutting out. Okay, so this is it after cutting out. Okay, so what you're going to do, just come over here. So come over here, then create a straight line like this. Okay, and then also do the same thing here. Just take it straight. You can actually fold so that you get the midpoint at this point. So you can actually fold into 2 so you get the midpoint. Okay, so just fold into 2 and then open it up. So when you open it up, so this is it. So just go ahead and then create a straight line. Okay, so hope this is clear. All you need to do is to get your paper scissors. Okay, slash it to that point. Okay, so carefully slash it to this point. Then go over like this. Slash it to those points like this. And then slash to this point like this. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to get your fabric. I'm flexing it on fold because I want to cut out 2 at a go. Okay, so just in case you want to know what I went down with before slashing, let me measure just in case. Okay, so this is 2.5. So I went down by 2.5 before slashing. So what you're going to do now, so just open this point up. Okay, so we are actually trying to give this place fullness, and then we want to have this fullness at just this point. Okay, so just slash and then open up like this. So I'm going to measure the distance I have here. Okay, the distance I have here is 10.5 inch, and then this point is, let me make it 2.5, and then this is 2.5 inch. So I'm going to also pin both points down. So we are going to cut out. So before cutting out, what we are going to do, just use your hand and then blend these points together. Okay, so blend it together like this. So after blending, take your fabric scissors and then cut out. So guys, so this is it. Okay, so this is it. So what you're going to do now, we're going to take this off. Okay, so this is what we'll be having. So you are going to get a doll face. So get doll face or lining. So whatever you have that you want to use, so whatever the color of the sleeve you are using is, just get a lining that will match it. So this is actually black. So if you have doll face, you can actually get doll face. So it's actually on fold because just like I did before, I want to cut out 2 pieces at a go. Okay, so this is it. So get your chalk and then mark out whatever you have there. Okay, so stop it at that 2.5 inch. So take this off and then just connect it straight. Okay, so after connecting, then go ahead and cut out. So guys, so this is it. Okay, so what we are going to do now, we are going to add stay to this one. So you are going to get your stay. So I'm going to go over to my ironing board. So I'm going to add stay to this. Okay, I will do that and then I'll bring it back. So this is it after adding my gum stay. Okay, so this is it. So I already added my gum stay, as you can see, for both. Okay, so I also cut out another piece that I'm going to use as the lining. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn it like this. Then I'm going to join it right side facing the right side. Okay, so I'll do the same thing with this. I also cut out another piece as the lining. And then I'm also going to join it like so, like this, right side facing the right side. So what we are going to do now, you're going to go over to your machine. We are going to top stitch and we are going to join at this point by 1/2 inch and then come over here, also join it down by 1/2 inch. Okay, so after joining by 1/2 inch, turn it to the right side and then top stitch it round. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that and then I'll bring it back. So guys, so this is it after top stitching. Okay, so I sew added down, as you can see, and then I turn it and top stitch. Okay, so this is the second piece. So what you are going to do now, you are going to bring in your net. Okay, so what you are going to do, let me take this off. So what you are going to do, you are going to go over to your machine and then you are also going to top stitch this on it. Okay, so this is actually to hold it together so that you will find it difficult when you're fixing it. Okay, so just go over to your machine and then top stitch. Okay, so do the same thing with this. So also top stitch this on it. Okay, so also top stitch this on it. So I'll go ahead and do that and then I'll bring it back. So guys, so this is it after top stitching. Okay, so this is it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to join. Okay, so go ahead, merge it together. Okay, and then join by 1 inch. Okay, so the allowance I added on my basic sleeve is 1 inch, so I'm going to join 1 inch to the end and then I'll also come over here. I'll do the same thing. Remember we went down by 2.5 inch, so as you can see it's very obvious here. So just join from this point by 1 inch to the end and then do the same thing with this. So I'll go ahead and do that and then I'll bring it back. Okay guys, so this is it after sewing. Okay, so this is it and then this is it for this. Okay, so what you are going to do now, fold this into 2. Okay, so fold it into 2 like this. And then get your chalk. Okay, so notch the midpoint. So I'm using chalk. You can actually notch, but for me I'm using chalk. I just want to use chalk. I don't want to notch it because I don't want the net to open. So instead of notching, I think you should use chalk also. So I'm also going to do the same thing with this. And then I'm also going to mark. Okay, so guys, so what you're going to do now, remember we actually added 10 inches distance, 10.5 inch. If you recall, we added 10.5. So that is to this side we are going to have 5.2 and then to this other side 5.2, okay, to make it the 10.5. So what you are going to do now, so it depends on what you want. You can either pleat, you can either run your gathers, okay, so you can either pleat, you can either run your gathers. So anyone you want to do, go ahead and do it. So like I said, you can either pleat or run your gathers. So anyone you think is best for you, go ahead and do it. So guys, so this is it after running my gathers. So I'm just going to hold it together here. So this is it after running the gathers at this point. So what you're going to do, bring in the dress you're going to fix it on, and then remember we already marked the midpoint, as you can see here. So just join it like this, and then pin down. Okay, so when you're done pinning, what you're going to do, you're going to come over here, this part you're going to bring it here. So bring it here and also pin down. Okay, so when you're done, what you're going to do, turn it like this. Okay, so turn it like this. So as you can see, we actually have SSs around it. So please, the SSs you have around it, okay, until it will accommodate your round armhole. Okay, so when we are done sewing, we'll have something like this. So it will give us something like this. Okay, so it will give us something like this. Okay, so I'll go over to my machine and do that, and then I'll share the finished look with us. So thank you so much for watching. This is the end of this video. So I actually stopped sewing at about, remember we added 4 inches at the down, so I stopped sewing at around 4 inches. Okay, so I'm going to leave the down part open. So thank you so much for watching. I'll share the finished look with us.